today here in central New York. Hopefully this finds you well. We have some things I wanted to show off on the forum that are very, very helpful. I think that you're going to find them to be helpful. And I wanted to be here to answer some questions that people might have about the new features. So welcome aboard. Thank you again for checking it out today. And we'll go through some of the things that we do have for you to see today. I am in my new office for those that we are live, by the way. And I'm in my new office. I got some soundproofing on the walls there. It's not really soundproofing, it's just kind of sound dampening. So it doesn't echo as much. I know you guys don't really hear the echo because I do have this new headset that allows me to not have as much of the echo on the outside walls and everything. But it was sort of a very plain basic room, and it's a small room. It's just a room for doing webinars and meetings and things like that for online. It's a little bit noisy at the house sometimes with the kids and the dog barking and all that kind of fun stuff. So but welcome. Thank you for checking it out. We are looking like we're getting a few people to join us, and we were going to go over a few things here in a few minutes. I know we have a competing webinar meeting with Martin, and I didn't know that he was doing it at the same time we are here, so that's quite all right, but it's fine. But anyway, we're going to go through a few things on MassPage, and if you see this on the replay, you can of course comment in below it so we can kind of show everything off to you. Okay, so we are going to show in the stream the video here. Let's see here. Okay, and hopefully you can see this now. So there's a lot of new things that are added to the form as of today, and I wanted to kind of show them off because they're quite cool things, and we'll probably go over them again on Sunday. But I just wanted to show them off today because if you're using the form today, you'll see them and be like, what is this here? So, so first off, what I want to show you is if you go to the GMB section and you go to your company and location, I'm going to just do Ledger Digital again, just because it'll just be easy. If I click on this, you now have a clear button, okay? That'll clear out this whole GMB section and your locations. Okay, so we also are allowing you to select how far the nearby cities are that you want. So if you have a very localized business, you could set this for like say 5 miles, and it'll just give the towns and cities within 5-mile radius. If you're using a Magic Page plugin database, you're not going to need this as much. We built this in for the images. So the images, you can really kind of target addresses close to you, and also for the testimonials and things like that are coming in the form. So the form is getting very expansive. So it has a lot of automatic features that we'll show you today. Okay. So this location thing, you can set how many miles you want. This is all in miles, not kilometers, but it doesn't matter. It's all pretty relative to that. Okay, and then these are all going to make like X fields and spintex shortcodes and things like that eventually, if you want to just use it with within your document just for nearby cities and towns. But this is for sort of a future use, so to speak, too, because we have a lot of compatibilities that we want to make sure that it's compatible with. Okay. I'm just going to skip the upload of the logo for now. I want to take you down here. This here is a new feature. It's add placeholder adjectives. Okay, so we have a list of adjectives that it'll pull from, and it'll randomly throw 5 at you, or 10 at you. So if you go ahead and click on this, I think it's 8 actually. So it'll automatically put in a bunch of terms. If you don't like team-minded, you just get rid of it. Okay. If you're like, tentative isn't really a good word, right? So you just change it out. Now, if you want to try another list, you just click on it again, and it'll give you another set of adjectives to describe your services that you have. Okay. Next is these are, let's see. These are so that you can put adjectives with actually these things here. These are wildcards. So once you have your keywords, you can click this. It'll automatically insert one of your placeholder keywords in here. If you want to make your company in there, you can do that as well. So this box is going to probably change because you're using this box here for most things, and the adjectives probably don't have to go here. This is like a new version of this, but you'll see this on a lot of the boxes now, where you're going to be able to put in niching, adjectives, locality. All of these things will be wildcard fields that you can put inside of these boxes coming up that I'm going to show you. Okay, so this is like, for us, it's web design. I'll just make that website designs because we're making it the plural. And we'll call it market digital. Now, this is important now more than it was before. We're going to not make it as optional because we have a new thing called titles. Okay. And so when you click on this, okay, it'll create a whole bunch of titles that will merge all of this stuff based on this information. Okay. So it's taking and building out a bunch of titles with spin text in here so it can make various titles within your document. Okay. Again, this is for future use. This is kind of for other platforms that we're engaging, and they're going to have, there's going to be a count on it. So you can say how many auto titles you want to have, and it'll go ahead and spin those out, and it'll replace this niching with what was placed here above here. Okay. So it'll automatically put this in the form. The programmer hasn't finished this one out, but you can kind of see how this works here. And we'll fix it and improve it. But you'll be able to put, like, if you say, I want 100 random titles, it'll go ahead and it'll create all of these titles for you that will merge whatever, is inside of the master for you. So it could say 7 ways to get more digital marketing while spending less, right? Or 10 simple techniques for digital marketing. You could say, okay, I don't like this one. So you just delete it out. You just change it out. So this is just to kind of help you along to fill this form in much faster. And if you guys have any ideas on how we can improve this for everybody, we'd love to hear from you as well, because we're always looking to improve everything along the way. Okay. So below is the primary keywords, and this came from my meta tags from the website. That's why I picked Ledger Digital, because I have the meta keywords on the page, and then automatically generated these here. So now we have a little button here. And if you expand it, okay, you will have all of these broken into another box, okay, where you can put more information. We're going to make these boxes a little bit taller, okay, but these will make these keywords into sections of X fields, that these X fields you can use inside of your magic page, okay? So you'll be able to have a web design X field that will go ahead and we're refining this. It'll, where it says keyword 1, it'll just say web design keyword, and you would go ahead and you'd fill this in with various information about that keyword. Okay, so these will all make separate pages inside the template once we get this all connected and everything. So you'll be good to go. Description, this came from the meta description. Okay, so if you wanted to spin it, you could do that. but what we've added here is also the ability to add in wildcards. Okay. So let's say, for instance, we wanted to change Ledger Digital Marketing and just put company. Let me just see if there we go. See, it's there. Didn't do it when you spun it. So you have to do this before you spin it, it looks like. So company will automatically stick the company in from above. And so again, we're working on this stuff. This is why I wanted to show you today, just in case you run into this. But you'll be able to say, instead of a full service, you can maybe take your adjectives and it'll rotate your adjectives into their web design, marketing, and then you can say in a location, and then you grab locality. Okay. And then this is what this is doing, is it's making it a very evergreen description that you can use anytime you change your code up here at the top, your actual location. It'll go ahead and change those where those placeholders are, okay, or what the data is. So if you went to change your adjectives, okay, it would put a different adjective in there for you, okay. So this gives you, like, similar to spin text. So if you hit preview, it looks like Ledger Digital Marketing showed, but the adjective didn't. So we have a little bug there, okay. But we do see where it says Casanova, that pulled the locality in here. So there's a little bug, and you're going to find little bugs for right now, because again, we just like literally did this a few hours ago to bring to you to this weekend. So you'll have these here, and if you want to report a bug, just send it to support@mass.page, and we'll of course deal with that. But if you take a look, you'll see that it would change. Okay, so I'll report this, but is your we could put, instead of web design marketing consulting agency, we're going to put niches. Let's see. We want to do it up here. Let's see. We're going to put niches, and we'll take a look and see if that puts that there. See, it says web designs there. So it does work. We're just in the midst of working out the little bugs and things like that. But this is a really revolutionary type of thing for our development, because now we can have a lot of things just created based on what you put up above, which means once you get a really perfect form fill, you can go ahead and just go ahead and just change the location, and bang, a lot of this stuff will change. So we're gonna have these form fill things inside these keywords. So you'll have that, these things inside these titles. And if, like, we have lots and lots of titles, so if you remove these titles and add this, it'll add a whole different set of titles. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could always cut these out, paste this out again, and then just add this below it. But what we're going to have a way that you can pick how many titles you want to have, just so that you can understand. Okay, so the form is getting more a lot more possibilities. Now these particular fields are what they're called is what you see is what you get. And with these, we weren't able to get these tags to go into them. So we're going to have a non what you see is what you get box, similar to like this. Okay, so you'll be able to tag everything. If formatting isn't important, we'll be able to do that. And that really is possible as well, because with these boxes, see now we have this, this is a description body headline. now you can add it into that. Okay. And description, your image, you have a new image thing. So you add an image here that goes with your description body. But we're going to have this pared down so it's simple, so you can actually add these fields into this description body, because there's really not a real reason to have to go ahead and highlight all this, because you can just tag it with an H2, H1, H whatever. And you won't need to have the images thing and things like that. He might make it so you can pick either a what you see is what you get editor, or you could pick a straight plain box. And then with the plain box, you would be able to have that. So we passed by another little feature that we've added. It's called auto CTAs. So if you click on the auto CTAs, it'll create the CTAs for you. So if you like any of those, you can have them. If you want to undo it and try another batch, you can do a different one. Again, it just makes it fill the form a little bit faster. Again, there might be some bugs and things like that as we're going to work through those. But these auto features are now in there. So if you see them, go ahead and play with them and have some fun. Okay. Auto testimonials, we already showed this. We're still working on this. The location should be based on the locations in the nearby cities, but it does merge the company name and things like that into these auto testimonials. And so you can play around with those. They're just basically for placeholders. They're not for replacing getting real testimonials from people. Okay, and that's about it on this. I think we have, more changes to come, obviously, but this is going to have to get brushed up a little bit. I wanted to show it to you guys while I had a moment. So the cool thing is once you clear this, and it says, "Are you sure you want to clear it?" You clear it. It cleared out the location. So if you put in like taxi service, I don't know which one I'm going to pick here, but let's take this. And it'll go ahead and pick new cities and towns nearby that taxi service location. You go ahead and you change what makes sense for that. So, some of these adjectives might not work for every single industry. So you're going to have to kind of look through those. But you'll be able to have, these things resolve and have a preview of these things. So, again, it's here. You can play around with it. You can try it out. But I figured it would be only fair to show you what it does before going too far through the weekend and then having you wait till Sunday to find out. So we'll go over it again Sunday, and of course answer any questions you have. Yeah, we are live right now. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and put them inside the comments area, and I'll probably see that. Going forward here. This will be just a short live session here. Let's see. The other thing is we are doing something now for one-on-one coaching. So if you need some more like advanced help, I can help you one-on-one with not just the form, but overall Magic Page plugin or some advanced SEO tricks and things that we can show you. We normally do hour and half-hour sessions. So if you go and click on consulting on our website, mass.page, okay, you'll see we have our set of courses here where you get the 9 hours of training recorded, and you'll also get a 2-hour one-on-one coaching call with me one-on-one. So it would be $250 for that. But what I'm doing right now for people that are in our group that have our software, if you get the 30-minute one-on-one coaching and training where we get on a call together, it's $100, and I'm going to give you a full hour instead of the half hour. And of course, if you do the 1 hour, I'll give you 2 hours for the $200. So whatever works for you, just let me know if you need any kind of special arrangements. You want a recurring type of thing where we meet every month or every 2 weeks. We can give you a discount if you're doing anything like that. But I just wanted to give you guys that link again is up at the top. And what else? don't forget to check the roadmap and the updates, because as we add things, you can kind of see these are not updated from the new changes this week, but we'll have this updated, and then you can always kind of see what things are happening. So you can always kind of keep up to date on the new changes and everything like that. All right. Trying to think what else. Well, we'll get together again on Sunday night at 5 o'clock our normal time. But I wanted to just kind of show these kinds of things and make sure that you understood why there's these new switches or toggles, because we're adding a lot of auto features that can kind of save you some time in trying to figure and fill out some content. We have a lot more things coming too that will help you to fill in the content a lot better and a lot faster. And again, love your ideas. You can always go, if you have an idea on the roadmap, there is a ideas tab here, and you can go ahead and add your idea, and we look at these, and you can also, people can upvote your ideas. So you'll see there's I think there's some ideas in here. Whoops, I think we gotta be out of there. Nope. Nope. I think it's just a form. We see the ideas on our end. I might have to make a thing change for that. But here's an update. Set mile radius for coverage area. So we've done that, and we added it there, auto testimonial. So now we'll have like auto titles and all of that kind of stuff in there to kind of explain everything. All right. Well, that's it from me. I just wanted to give you guys a chance to see that. If you have any questions or comments, you can always reach out to me. I pretty much use Facebook Messenger for just like, communication. So I don't do like support through that. But if you do have a support question regarding the form, or you'd like to do booked consulting time with me, you just go to support@mass.page, or just to go ahead and sign up for the consulting time. We go ahead and we arrange the hour that we work together afterwards, after you set that up. So, all right. I hope you guys have a great week.